Then we gotta ard this, I'm sure. Not a good idea. Too strong. I just broke into a man's house. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I loot you. How do I loot that? Can't loot it! Alright, whatever. We're gonna be probably doing a lot of reading in here. So he is not in here.
Silver Laman. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like.
I don't think we've seen that before. Junction of Spears. Already have read that. Got papers all over the place.
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream?
Shattered by sound, you say? Okay.
Gillian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Okay. Guess we're gonna read this. The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exist many varieties of suffering, from common corporal pain through the rarefied torment of the psyche to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Whence then does evil arise? Does it appear on its own, or does it only spread when when conditions are ripe? And finally, the most important question: how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time when it did not. Yet, is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question all hypotheses until they have been rigorously proven. The appearance of evil is closely tied to the existence of good. Its opposite and antithesis, good without evil, is dimensionless and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. One of them wears a skin of flesh. This evil, incarnated as man, travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually only note its presence when it is already too late. In my scholarly wanderings through the myth and legends of many great cultures, I've come across a description of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or name, but of his modus operandi. I don't know, these are big words for me. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable. And the promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware then of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. That sounds a lot like Master Mirror he's talking about here. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with an offer of something seemingly good. That sounds exactly like Master Mirror there. It's a really good read, though. I've like seeing Master Mirror and seeing Olgierd up to this point. I honestly will say that I think I will probably side with Olgierd if there's, you know, any sort of choice between the two. This Gontra O'Dim guy doesn't seem good. He does seem good in some ways, but overall, he's brought a lot of pain to Olgierd and all this stuff. And while at one point I was swayed and thought, okay, Master Mirror is the good guy and Olgierd is probably the bad guy, my opinions of that have changed since.
Franco, is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Are you blind?
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No,
He's blind.
no, out.
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please, you know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
So confirmed, he is evil. At least this side sort of says so. But, I mean, we kind of already knew that, the way that he was acting and the things that he asked us to do. And, of course, the scene and the alchemy. Definitely proven it. You're a prisoner here?
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends, but that's beyond my control.
I want to read whatever books that you have written, because the book that I read upstairs was very interesting, and I feel like you know a lot more. And it would be interesting to read all your books, if they have books in here. Probably not, though.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail.
Really?
There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal.
Really?
For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Interesting. What else do you know about him?
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
The magic circle on the floor, what's that about?
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. A fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Man. Olgierd make one of these pacts with them?
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him.
Right.
Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odin, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odin delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir.
Oh.
Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
But the thing about that choice that he had to make is, yes, the choices that he made are definitely wrong. He shouldn't have killed his brother, but all he wanted was to get with Iris and to be married to her, and the circumstances didn't allow for that because he wasn't rich and all that sort of stuff. So he just did whatever it took for love, basically. Doesn't make him a bad person, but you know, this Master Mirror guy is pretty evil for making him do these things, and ultimately not even get what he wanted. So yeah. You know all this from Olgierd?
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Vladimir, did Olgierd kill him? From what I remember, Vladimir said that he was pretty much jumped by like 3 or 4 guys, so I wonder if the bandits were hired by Olgierd, so he didn't have to do it himself.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. Odin acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Okay. Olgierd wanted to break his pact. Why?
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odin? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this?
Yeah.
No. Odin grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
What's going on
Kill him,
upstairs?
Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odin at his own game.
Meaning?
Riddles?
Odin wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits.
Right.
Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Oh, souls. How can I get rid of this mark?
Odim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
Like brimstone.
Mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
Or I kill him.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Okay. Huh. Well, thanks for your help, bud.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Save him. Stand. No. Oh. Stepped out of the circle, instantly died. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god. He was a good man. A good man. Key to Professor Shakeslock's home. He's got a cool last name too. Shakeslock's journal. Definitely gonna be reading that. Let's see. It's kind of... I don't really want to read through this quickly, but I kind of want to. My notes and observations, Professor Shakeslock. The circle Odim created terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know what I know it is here. I know no name for the sense with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within the runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more. I've come to fear sleep. I know not how long I can withstand this. I dreamt I had a daughter. This was strange, for I never had children, yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me Daddy, and loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. The strangest part of all was that I also burned for her with a great paternal love. Could one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odim has decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dreams of a meal give me great joy. My daughter is a good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful woman. A shame she exists only in my dreams. Not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation. If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I now know why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. This night, my daughter died. She caught a strange illness which pocked her whole body with hideous oozing sores. She cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I awoke soaked with sweat. I remain a wreck, my mind tattered. 3 months have passed since Emil's death. My heart still bleeds, and horrifying visions plague my every moment. I'm a blind man who wishes he saw nothing, for utter blindness would be a relief compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot persevere much longer. I have become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived within the magic circle for a year. Thoughts of suicide haunt my mind ever more often. It would be so simple. I need but step outside the ruins. Wow, man. It's crazy. Wild Hunt. Yeah, most of these books we've already read, but I'm picking them up anyway. Because they don't weigh anything. Okay. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? What an insane optional part of this quest. Imagine all the people that didn't do this. Freaking missing out, man. Doo doo doo. Doo doo. Professor told Geralt of the long hours he spent scouring old tomes for accounts of Gontrell Dim, alias Master Mirror. Blah blah blah. Many secrets, including a possible way to outsmart him. That's gonna be hard because I'm considering I'm not a smart person myself. Sadly, however, the professor did not live to see if his trick would work for Geralt in practice. He stepped out of the circle and died immediately. We will never know if this step was accidental or deliberate. Wow. Alright. Well, friends, it's time to get out of here. In terms of getting out of here, am I just gonna have to jump, or am I free to walk out of here? Nope, I think we're gonna have to jump. Which I'm okay with. There's nothing else here, right? This is the one and only time we are allowed to come here. So I don't think that we're going to be able to do anything else. We only had the key for his house, no one else's, so out of here, I guess. Such a shame. But yeah, I think my mind is made up. I think unless something else decides to sway me, I'm pretty sure we're gonna side against Master Mirror. He is not a good man. And like, judging by the memories of Iris the last time that we played, Olgierd definitely seemed like an alright dude. He didn't seem like he was the way that he is now after going through everything that Master Mirror has put him through. I'm kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt. He did this out of love. I think that's pretty clear.
Novigrad proper. Still not safe at night.
And I don't think Geralt would want to side with an evil creature anyways. Well, before we go meet Olgierd, let's go meet up with Shani one last time. And then we'll go meet Olgierd at the temple. Go see what that's all about. Shani, the way to your house. It's down this way.
Those armies across the river.
I think this is Shani's right here. Alright, let's go ahead and save it. Man, I really like this. I really do. I think it's an awesome quest, an awesome expansion. Can't wait to see how it ends. Very, very hyped to see how this ends. Is there anything we can do here with Shani, or like one last time?
Yes, Geralt.
Yes, we're gonna play Gwent. Let's play Gwent first.
You know,
And then we'll
I wanted
talk.
to ask you something.
Ask me now.
Just curious. You ever play Gwent?
Oh, Geralt. Geralt. Of course I play. What else is there to do come evening when one's among soldiers? Come on, let's lay them out.
Yes. Let's get a card from her. Ah, Scoia'tael deck. Of course she would. Doon doon. Young Emissary. Okay, so play both of those together. I do have some card draw. We'll get rid of that in exchange for a card that's of equal. Get rid of that guy too. Alright, let's start it off with some card draw. Why would you play that? Shani, you're supposed to play that when you have other cards in that row. What's your leader ability here? Oh, don't pass. Excuse me. Move agile units to whichever row maximizes their strength. Don't move units already in optimal row. Okay. Not that big of a deal. We're gonna play this card. Draw more cards. Good, you wasted a decoy on that. Yeah, we'll kind of let you have this round, I guess. I'm gonna throw these cards around here. Do. Ah, wow, 2 decoys. Okay, so we're gonna play that for on my end then. Well, I'm gonna play this bad boy here. I'm sure you're gonna play that and you're gonna draw cards, which is fine. Do 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 do. Go and play Zoltan. Let's see what she does. She's got to play this card. Okay. I'm at 22. She draws 2 more cards, which is fine. Da 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 da. I could play another card, or I could just wait. Could try and win this round. I'm gonna pass. I'll let her win this round. She's gonna have to play at least 1, maybe 2 more cards. Or play my card and just 15, like that. Okay, well, we might be in kind of a bad spot. Or not. I think that's a perfect card to play either Scorch or play this guy. I think we're gonna play this guy. Gets rid of all of them because they're all the same value. And my opponent passed. Awesome. Alright, final round. I've got 9 cards. Plus, I can bring some back if I need to. Play these together. This should be 10. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, old geared card, huh? Interesting that old geared is... Well, he might not be a Scoia'tael. No, he is a Scoia'tael deck. I think so. Maybe, we'll see. That's the card we're probably gonna win. Play this. The bad thing is I'm not gonna be able to play my Scorch now, because then that just gets rid of all my cards. So I don't think I can do that. What kind of cards do you have in your graveyard, real quick? Well, I'm gonna use my leader card. Draw a card from your... Well, that's kind of sucky because those are all bad cards. Alright, I got the perfect thing to bring back. Watch this. Did it again. Sorry, Shani. Alright, let's not use that. I don't want to get too cocky here. Especially if she has like a scorch or something. Okay, that's not bad. If she has a scorch, I could... Well, no. If she has a scorch, I would still win. Because I still have more cards to play. We'd only have the 10 and the 7 there. Awesome. So give me that Olgierd card.
You're good. So good, I'd say you spend more time chatting up folk for games than you do on serious matters.
Nah, got lucky, that's all.
Likely. But here. I dare say, a formidable card from an old friend. So you won't have to rely entirely on luck.
Yep, Olgierd. Okay. I think we've already asked this, but we're gonna say it again. These last years, where have you been? What have you done?
Finally some time to talk. Tell me where you've been, what you've done since you left Vizima.
After our paths diverged?
Yeah.
Well, the peace was brief, but I used it well. Went back to Oxenfurt, completed my doctorate, then I believe I did time in every field hospital and medic's tent north of the Yaruga.
Never could stand to be idle.
I'm not a witcher. Not likely to live 150 years. My time's much shorter, so I try to use every bit wisely.
Always did know what you wanted.
True. Nothing's changed in that sense.
Aldana and Jonas, a lovely wedding. Yeah, that was a fun time.
Gotta say, wedding was a great idea. Rarely have a chance to rest, get away from it all. Did me good to do just that.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
Hope Vladimir's antics weren't too annoying.
Peculiar man. Ghost, true. But I found him likable. Wager he was a real hoot when he was alive.
Said you needed to think things over. Have you?
Yes. I decided you're incredibly sweet, but...
But we're better off keeping things as they were.
You're always going places, and they're likely to ship me off soon. Besides, we tried once, and you know how that worked out.
You're right. But promise to share a bottle of wine with me from time to time.
Of course. I tell you what, I'll keep one handy.
So that's it. We can't even... it's a one and done sort of deal, which sucks. That's what... That kind of... That disappoints me so. We're gonna have to hope we get some action in Blood and Wine, because... I still haven't redeemed myself from the Wild Hunt playthrough, where we ended up all alone.
See you later.
Yes, Geralt.
That's a shame.
See you later.
Well, she's shipping off again. Do more work for Redania. Redania, however you want to say it. That's it. That's the last time we'll see Shani. She was awesome. I'm glad they brought her back, but disappointed that it was so soon that they were ready just to ship her off, literally. Alright. Well, let's go and... How far is this temple? This temple is... Actually, it's just right over here.